After having traveled far away from Kanto, Johto, and Hoenn, now it's time to go to Fiori region. You have played as Pokemon trainer before, but after seeing so many evil teams trying to destroy or conquer the world, I start to wonder, what if you play as someone who protect nature, helping people, and defeating the bad guy instead of a usual journey of pursuing the Pokemon? Pokemon Ranger is an action adventure game for the Nintendo DS. The story of this game is quite straightforward. Basically, you are a Pokemon Ranger, helping anyone in need, doing your usual duty until you came across the evil team of this game, which is called the Go Rock Squad. The team name sounds silly, and the leader is kinda annoying, and the admins and the grunts of this team are silly and dork. Whenever you meet them, they will make that silly entrance while playing their instrument. And there's something funny about the admin's theme song. It sounds like something from Dora the Explorer. So the game took place in Fiori region. You cannot find trainer here. You will find ranger instead. The way ranger works is quite interesting. They never capture Pokemon. They instead use the capture styler to get help from wild Pokemon. And aside from that, they have their own partner as well. A captured Pokemon will follow you around, and Ranger need to release them to their natural habitat. They cannot take those Pokemon with them. This is done to preserve the nature, and you will receive missions from Ranger HQ and from people as well. Just like in Fall City, people flock in requesting your aid to catch certain Pokemon and other stuff. Rangers, however, are not a cop. They are not a police. They simply capture and release Pokemon captured by evil team. The gameplay of this game can be quite difficult to get used to. You have to draw and connect your styler line and encircle the target Pokemon without releasing it. This can prove to be quite difficult when trying to catch a fast-moving Pokemon or a slow Pokemon with all kind of projectiles and hazards around them. All Pokemon you have captured can use field move and assist move in battle, depending on the Pokemon itself and their types. Electric Pokemon usually have an ability to recharge your capture styler. Your capture styler is your health. This is the equivalent of healing moves and items of the main Pokemon games. And the other types usually have an ability to stop and interrupt enemy Pokemon, so you can capture them easily. Fighting types can double your capture and so on. And now, let's talk about the Ranger. Pokemon Ranger exists in main Pokemon games, but they are different from this Ranger. Main game Rangers uses Pokeball instead of Capture Styler. They preserve nature too, but they never do anything special. They never help people, never seen fighting evil team. Certain Pokemon games have police as well. But again, they never actively do something, never try to fight the evil team or troublemaker. It's funny that the one who solved the problem is usually the player itself. What I like about this game, aside from the rangers, is the Pokemon themselves. How each of them behaves, how they react when you approach them. Some of them run away, some of them will charge at you, some of them will actually attack, like that scary giant Heracross. Seeing that in a Pokemon game was so cool to see because it reminds you that not all Pokemon are friendly. Each Pokemon has an actual personality and habit. I also like how you overcome all obstacles by borrowing the ability of Pokemon and releasing them. The puzzle of this game is quite simple. You will find each solution by finding Pokemon that you can find near you. But I like how they utilize the field move of each Pokemon to solve these problems. Like how each Pokemon, depending on their evolutionary stage or size, has different effectiveness. Like how a small Pokemon cannot break a giant boulder. There is something that makes Pokemon Ranger wonderful. Pokemon are free, they have unique behavior, animation, proper size like that giant Steelix, and so on. And also, it would be awesome if Game Freak implement the concept of these rangers into the main Pokemon game. Overall, the game is interesting. It shows a point of view different from the main Pokemon game. The game itself is not for everyone, but still quite enjoyable.